Hi YouTube, I thought I would show you a quick tour through the house, and this is just my real house, so this has not been cleaned up for YouTube audiences. This is not anything I just bought. I thought I'd just show you how we decorate every year, and I've been using these same decorations. Oh gosh, we started collecting decor in 1987. So this is the same decorations that my kids have seen all their lives. I'll tell you a quick story about the entryway wreath. This is the Raggedy Ann. These are full-size Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls. This is a handmade wreath that we got. It was bought by my husband's employer back in the mid-90s. And it was bought at an auction, like a fundraiser. A woman handmade everything on this wreath. These are little, like she crocheted things and she made all these little dolls. And she hand painted these little ornaments. It's the whole, like all the characters from the story of Raggedy Andy and the Camel with the Wrinkled Knees, if you're familiar with that. And I had that as a child. And this, it's about, I don't know, 3 feet tall. Gorgeous piece. And it was in the attic at my husband's employer, and they were going to throw it out. And they literally were like, do you want this? And he came always like, hey, they're gonna throw away this wreath. Do you want me to bring it home? And I said, yeah, I guess, whatever. And this would have been thrown away. Look how adorable these things are. So we've had it all these years, and it has always hung right here. It's been hanging here every Christmas for 24 years. And we had it before that. We always have a kissing ball. And these are the stockings I started making for my girls when they were little. 1995, 1999, cross-stitched. And I made each of us our own stocking, which was really cool. And each one took me the better part of the year that I was making them, and then they all have hung here through all the years. We've always wrapped the stairway like this. And we have multiple trees, but the main tree is the big sentimental tree in the living room, which I'll kind of walk you through a little bit. Same decor we've always had. Again, this is just things we have collected over decades of life. These are cross stitches I made over the years, and just things we collected here and there. I don't even know where some of these things came from, and they just add up to a collection of house decor. These are tins I've collected over the years. Some of them are really vintage. I've got some Currier and Ives. I don't know if you can see, my lighting is not good in here, but it's cozy. And the tree has got, the angel is from my mother-in-law from years and years ago. I'll just start and tell you the little stories, because there's a story. This is like the family story tree. I made this. I bought this in 1993 from a little girl outside a grocery store who was selling them for $1. This hung in my mom's kitchen when I was growing up. I call it the little ski dude. It's a little skier. I've had that since probably 1988. This represents my dad because his name was Kermit and he played guitar. That is made of horsehair. It was a gift from my aunt who used to travel to Russia all the time. That's from Europe or Russia, I'm not sure. One of the girls made that when they were little. We bought a whole collection of these little wooden ornaments in 1987, our first Christmas together. They're all over the tree. Like this one and this one we stocked up that first Christmas. These were from a grocery store, and they were probably $1 at the time. One year we were really broke, and I made a bunch of ornaments out of beads. And so you'll see those all over the tree. This represents our travel. This, Shane, my husband, is into music, so we've had a lot of music things on here. This is from a trip to Seaside. We bought that at the coast. A lot of these are gifts from my aunts over the years. This, because we make s'mores in the summer, and then my daughter found, my husband is a beekeeper, so she found a little beekeeper one. These are more from 1987. We have violins in our family. We have a violin that is from my grandmother and one from Shane's grandfather. This is because, hello, we're in Idaho. There are the kids when they were little. Here's another from 1987. This represents a pickup that we had when I was a kid. We had an old Chevy pickup like that, and it eventually got painted red. So lots, and this is a Russian, the little dolls. My aunt was a tour guide in Russia, and so that represents that. And we have a sand dollar to represent the beach where my mom lives in Fort Lauderdale. So this is just a really fun tree. We have somewhere on here, I have little cross stitches from over the years down at the bottom, and a lot of my most beautiful and valuable things are not on the tree this year because we have too many kitties. And the youngest one, Molly, the black one, is still too little, and she climbs the tree and knocks everything off, and I'm not risking my valuable things this year. So there she is. That is my very stripped down tree this year. A lot of my valuable things are just not on there because I can't afford, they're irreplaceable, can't be replaced. So then dining room. We have some gifts to put under the tree that are from our daughter. And I always just do this. I love this above the window, just a gorgeous kind of mix of greenery and these great big ornaments, which I love. Hopefully the lighting is all right in here. Our lighting is not very good. And the GoPro is not known for recording a lot of great things with low light. So the kitchen, I've always done, this is what I've always done in my kitchen. And yes, there are dishes waiting to be put away, but this is just lights. I love just some greenery and some lights up above the cabinets. That's the last thing I take down at the end of the year because I love the look of that, especially in the evening. It's just so cozy. And these are things I've made over the years. Again, years and years and years, probably 20 years. Made that. There's a wreath that I put together a long time ago with just some more sugared fruit. And oh, the office, let's go in there. I have multiple trees. There's like a tree in every room, so we'll just walk through. Here's a tree that I made a long time ago. Just some dried hydrangea and a bow at the top. So that's the top of my desk. And then I always put a little garland of, you probably can't see it in this lighting. There's this gorgeous pearly garland that I just put above there. I used to put, sometimes I put lights up there. I didn't this year. And again, this tree, this is my silver tree, which I love, but it's way less decorated this year because again, the kitten, and those are all glass. And I left off some of the glass ones that I like the most. But it's usually just mostly ornaments. It's still pretty full. And the light went out of the star a few years back. But there's a cross stitch I did a long time ago of a sewing room that looks a lot like the sewing room that I grew up with my mom and the vintage sewing machine. Let's check out the spare room. And this used to be a spare bedroom, and we just converted it into, we have a spare bedroom upstairs, so we converted this into just our little coffee room, which I kind of love. Moved some art into it, and some cross stitches that I have from over the years. Again, I've been cross stitching since the 80s, so we have many cross stitches. And this is a vintage piece that my mom had that I believe belonged to her mom. This is probably from the 30s or 40s. It's a wooden hand-painted sleigh, and it's actually broken in one spot, but we try to take care of it and use it every year. And this is the pink and white tree, which is just, it used to be in one of our daughter's bedrooms, and I confiscated it when she moved out, and now it's ours. So it's just got little pink and white kind of girly things on it. Love that one. And my little Charles Dickens. This used to light up. When things get old, they quit working. I love that. Used to flicker, which was so sweet, and we can't get it to work. So hopefully maybe we'll take it apart someday and get that to work. But this is just a room that I love. And we have to keep it closed because we don't want the kitties in here because those are newish chairs, and cats and chairs like that do not mix. Let's go upstairs and we'll see the trees that are upstairs. this is kind of fun. And this is nothing perfect, you guys. Like, I get tired of the fakey videos of people stocking up their house with all new things every year. Like, none of this is new. Not to be a Grinch about it, but I get tired of seeing videos of perfect houses where it looks like people just bought all new decor. None of this is new. This is our upstairs living room, and it's very dark up here. Let me turn on a light. And there's our spare room, which has nothing in it except a bed right now, but we do have a very old topiary that I bought from Michael's on the 70% off after Christmas deal one year, which I love. And I usually just add a few little touches up here, just here and there. I'll put, and this is for a little tree I haven't decorated yet. And I just had to stop and fix that because the cats had torn it down and it was all on the floor. Let's go take a look. This is a painting that my grandfather did in the 50s of Bucks County, Pennsylvania, where my family's from. And that's my mom's high school portrait. Anyway, I just do I just like little touches here and there. Like, again, we don't get super fancy, but it's so cozy. I love just everywhere you look, there's something Christmas. This is my red and gold tree, which is probably hard to see with the light behind it outside. But it's just all pretty red and gold. And these trees are old. I mean, I could fluff them up, I guess, but I'm lazy. And this, no one's up here very much. But I like that it's just there in the window, and it's gorgeous at night to come up here and just sit and enjoy that. And then this used to be one of the girls' bedrooms, which we immediately put a pool table in. When your kids are like, oh no, are you gonna be sad that we moved out? And we're like, yeah, we're fine, we're okay. So I usually just put that. This is a super old, very old, let me see if I can put some light on it. Probably not, but it's a very old centerpiece that we snagged it at a company party one year. They were like, whatever, if you want that, and we grabbed it. That's probably from, 1994. And then this is the silver and gold tree, which has been knocked over multiple times by these two little clowns. Get off. I don't know what, but cats love flocked trees, you guys, just heads up. I have two black and white sisters, and they will knock this tree on its face. So I have to keep this room closed. It's freezing here. But if we come in and play pool, we do have this gorgeous silver and gold tree. Although, again, not as full as it is on some years because they knocked it over so many times last year that a bunch of the balls got broken. When you live with cats, you have to just make adjustments. Anyway, that is the little walkthrough I thought I would just share really quick. I'm not going to edit this very much. It's just our real house. I hope you enjoyed this little walk through our Christmassy house. And I hope some of it might inspire you to, you don't have to go out and buy all new things every year. This is things I've owned literally for decades, and I love it. I love being here, I love the holiday, and I love the decor. Thanks for watching. See you next time.